When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Here in Sherman, Texas, the Shadowcats have fallen on hard times. After 3 straight losses to the Brazos Valley Bombers, the Shadowcats are 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. Looking up from the bottom of the standings is daunting, but you aren't defined as a team by your wins. You're defined by how you respond when you're at your lowest. As the Shadowcat faithful begins pouring into Veterans Field here, the energy in the ballpark is clear. A win can cure all here in North Texas. Welcome into the Rusco Welded pregame show, everybody. I'm Will Clifford. Happy Friday. Friday night lights, the Shadowcats taking on the Brazos Valley Bombers. Sherman comes into this one 9-20 on the year, 6-3 in the second half of the season. They're in 7th place in the standings. Meanwhile, Brazos Valley 16-15 after their win last night, 6-2 officially on the second half of the season, and in first place in the second half standings. Yesterday, the Shadowcats fell in a heartbreaker. It was game 1 of this 2-game set here in Sherman. It marks a 3-game losing streak for the Shadowcats. Sherman opened up yesterday with a 5-run first inning, which was highlighted by Ellington Jefferson's long ball. Ellington Jefferson in his second game back after missing some time for some personal reasons. He's hitting .290 on the year. A good bat to have back in the lineup. The 1-0 cut on and sent deep to left field. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Ellington Jefferson. Welcome back to Sherman. A 3-run home run. Sherman leads it 4-0 in the bottom of the first. Both sides would go back and forth, and by the end of the third inning, Sherman would lead 7-6. That score would hold until the 6th inning when Sherman broke it open with a Ryan Sessions home run. Chance for damage to be done. Here's one, high in the air to right field. Loveford backtrack, wall, gone! 3-run blast. Class is in session. Ryan Session makes this a 10-6 ball game, the bottom of the 6th. Going into the top of the 8th, Sherman led 12-6, but it's not the TCL if there isn't some drama. It's when everything would start to unravel. The walk bug, it's infected the Shadowcats pitching staff. They gave out 16 free bases on the evening. Brazos Valley scored 6 before Sherman could even get an out in that inning. And the go-ahead run would come across, making it 13-12 Brazos Valley. Sherman would retake the lead in the bottom half of the 8th, but Brazos responded with 4 runs in the top of the 9th. So trailing 17-14, it all came down to the bottom of 9 for the Shadowcats. Sherman played it a run, and they had 2 on with Zach Felstad at the plate. The captain, shortstop for the Shadowcats, is about the best bat you want in that situation, but a wild pitch and a mental mistake on the base path from John Langhennig caused the game to come to a sudden and heartbreaking end. Carlisle, in his groove, shakes, doesn't check, he'll just steal straight home. That one bounced in the dirt, runners hesitate. Langhennig is going to third. It's a bad decision. He's tagged out. No, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball, but Langhennig walked off the bag. Langhennig walked off the bag when he stepped on the bag. Oh no, the Shadowcats lose in heartbreaking fashion. The tag at third. Lucas dropped the ball, but Langhennig didn't know. Langhennig didn't know, and he stepped off, and then he reapplied the tag. Sherman loses a heartbreaker. 17-15, the final score here in North Texas. The bottom line from that game, 16 free bases allowed. Pitching staff will need to shape up today, and here's who Sherman puts on the mound to stop the losing skid. Sherman will send out John Langhennig. Langhennig out of Midland, Texas, spent last year at Seward County Community College. The redshirt freshman spent his college year giving up 30 earned runs in 8 2/3 innings. He also walked 26 guys. On the season for the Shadowcats, he's 14-67 ERA with a whip of .267. He is officially 0 for 3. He's given up 2 home runs, struck out 15, walked 15, threw 15 in a third. Langhennig will have to fix up today to stop the bleeding for the Shadowcats. And our Clay Cooley Hyundai pitching matchup continues with the Brazos Valley righty, Augustine Groman. Groman hails from San Antonio, spent his college season at Augusta University in Georgia. For the Bombers, the sophomore has a 2.45 ERA and a whip of 1.17. He's 1 and 3 on the season. He's been the best pitcher in the TCL over 25 and 2/3 innings of work. He struck out 23 and only walked 12. The 6'3 righty is facing down a Shadowcat lineup that sees a lot of new faces as Sherman works to right the tide. I spoke with Shadowcat manager Barry Manuel on our coaches report. Here's what he had to say about how to right the ship. Here on the Able Alleman Coaches Report, I'm Will Clifford, joined by Shadowcats manager Barry Manuel. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Always good, Will.
Coach, yesterday, an unfortunate end to the game, a blow-up late in the 8th inning. Rough way to go out, especially in a high-scoring affair where the offense was really working. What are you looking at to see out of your guys today in a response?
First of all, we just need to throw that one in the trash can. Offense has been doing their job, just doing what they're capable of doing. I just told the guys just to throw in the trash can, start over. Tomorrow's a brand new day. We just, like I said, we just let it slip away from us, we just got to throw strikes, get in there and let them see how far they can hit it. They're going to get base hits. They might hit a home run, but just don't put a whole bunch of guys in front of them that were freebies,
And, Coach, they've outscored the Shadowcats 42-24 in the last 3 games. The offense there, but you mentioned the pitching not exactly showing up in the right way. What are you looking from the pitching staff specifically to get back on track here?
Well, for sure, keep the pitch count down, get us to like the 5th inning, and keep us close enough to where we can get in there and do a job. Because, like I said, the offense is scoring runs. If we can get 5 innings out of John and do our job, and then give it to the bullpen, and hopefully we can pound this home.
Chatting with Shadowcats manager Barry Manuel here on the Able Alleman Coaches Report. And, Coach, what's the leash look like for the pitchers when they come into the game? Are they on a strict pitch count? If they start throwing walks, is there thought to pull them? Or is it, as game goes, you'll decide?
Well, honestly, we're trying to get I say we pitch count, but we're trying to get innings out of them to get us to that 6th, 7th, and 8th, or 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. But it's been tough lately. We're on a short leash, but at the same time, it's not short enough probably sometimes because we're walking too many guys. But again, we can't keep turning over the guy on the mound in the 6th inning and again another guy in the 7th because of walks. Especially like yesterday, it was 12-6. It's like, okay, let me see what he can do before you know it. The wheels is falling off the wagon. We couldn't put him back on.
And yesterday's 6 pitchers used in the loss, are any of them on the table today?
Maybe. Most of them are probably off, probably on the shelf where they can't do anything. But I think we'll have enough arms to come in behind John.
And in terms of the offensive side of things, there's a little bit of a lineup shakeup today. Some guys who have been on the bench the last few games now getting some game time. Was it just giving them game time, or is there any other shakeup in mind for that?
Really, it's just trying to get some of those guys who've been here majority of the times, or maybe got here 3 weeks ago and just hadn't got any rest time. I want to make sure guys are rested. I mean, not looking ahead, but we need to get some times where they get some time off to where when we come down to we're in the stretch now, but at the same time, they're fresh and ready to go.
What's the underlying thought to stop the bleeding here today as you go and try to cut out this 3-game losing streak?
Give us 5 innings from the starter. 5 innings, and might be up by 1, 2, might be down by 1 or 2, but keep it close to where it gives us a chance, because I believe our offense will come in and do their job and score runs. But again, the bottom line is pound the zone, throw strikes.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you. Thanks, Will.
This was the Able Alleman Coaches Report. Stick around. We've got lineups coming up right after this.
first baseman for the Sherman Shadowcats. If you're looking for your next truck, SUV, or family vehicle, visit Vanguard GMC of Sherman. We're proud supporters of Shadowcats baseball and proud to serve drivers across Texoma. Shop our selection of new GMC trucks and SUVs and let our team help you find the perfect fit. Stop by Vanguard GMC of Sherman at 3314 Texoma Parkway in Sherman or visit VanguardGMCofSherman.com.
Now our in-house PA announcer, Adam Sonero, to announce the starting lineups for both teams.
Atkins. Batting second, second baseman number 29, Blaine Lucas. Batting third, shortstop number 15, Tiger Donato. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 17, Jacob Boacek. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 22, Drew Britton. Batting sixth, playing designated hitter, number 18, Garrett Rester. Batting seventh, playing catcher, number 19, Derek Martinez. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 13, Brady Sullivan. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 1, Damian Montanez. Starting on the mound, pitching for the Bombers, number 27, Augustine Gromer. The Bombers are led by head coach Ryan Targich. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, it's time to meet your Sherman Shadowcats. Tonight, the Shadowcats are joined by the Denison 11U All-Stars. And the Shadowcats lineup is proudly presented by Jake Shockley State Farm. Batting first, playing center field, number 11, Baba Moya. Batting second, playing second base, number 6, Ricky Riquejo. Batting fourth, tonight's designated hitter, number 23, Jared Halters. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 34, Ellington Jefferson. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 15, Izzy Cosme. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 24, Camden Babcock. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 27, Spencer Bass. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 20, Donovan Arroyo. And batting ninth, playing catcher, number 1, Charlie Boyles. And finally, starting on the mound, pitching tonight, number 4, John Liggett. The Shadowcats are led by head coach Barry Manuel. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise if you're able to, and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Daddy, I got a secret!
Flag.
Thank you, Adam Cenero, our in-house PA, for giving the starting lineups and playing the national anthem. We're here in beautiful Veterans Field in Sherman, Texas. It's 95 degrees, sun still overhead, beating down on Shadowcat Nation as they await first pitch here. Sherman sporting their green national special jerseys with Shadowcat script across the chest with the American flag on the left shoulder and under the script Shadowcat. They also wear white pants and black socks if chosen. As for the Brazos Valley Bombers, they spot their white and gold helmets, baby blue jerseys with dark blue numbering, gray pants with the blue pinstripe down the side, and navy blue socks if chosen. Shadowcats, first pitch on the way soon. Their defense sends out as such. Camden Babcock plays left field. He's new to the starting lineup, hasn't played in a week. Then it's Moya in center and Ellington Jefferson in right. Then Donovan Arroyo at third base. Izzy Bencosme takes over at short for Zach Felstad, who's on an off day. Ricky Riquejo at second. Spencer Bass at first. Behind the dish, it's Spencer Boyles, or Charlie Boyles rather. And John Langhennig gets the start for the Shadowcats. The righty out of Midland, Texas. 0 for 3 officially on the year through 15 1/3 innings of work. He struggled finding the strike zone in his last few outings. In his last 2, he's thrown 7 total walks. He's yet to make it 5 innings into a game. We'll see if he can stretch out today. Shadowcats need a good start. As for the visiting Brazos Valley Bombers, their Vanguard GMC starting lineup goes as such. Kaysen Atkins, leadoff batter, followed by Blaine Lucas, the second baseman. Tiger Donato at short. Jacob Bohacek, third base, batting cleanup. Drew Britton in the 5-hole at first. Then it's DH Garrett Rester. Then Derek Martinez in the 7 spot. Brady Sullivan in right field in the 8-hole. Damian Montanez wraps it up playing left. Langhennig's first offering misses low and outside to Kaysen Atkins, and we are underway here in Sherman, Texas. Kaysen Atkins hitting .227 on the season. The 1-0. Misses low and in the dirt. Count 2-0. Langhennig kicks and deals. 2-0 misses inside. 3-0 at risk of a leadoff walk. .3-0 home. That fastball finds the plate, 3-1. Langhennig again, 16 walks, or rather Atkins 16 walks on the season. Langhennig has 15 at risk of walking his 16th right here. Here's the pitch. That one clipping the bottom of the zone. 3-2, count goes full. Nicely done from Langhennig to battle back in the count. Langhennig rocks, kicks, delivers, swung on chopper, third base side, and out of play foul. Langhennig trying to retire his first batter he faces, the Blaine College product. Atkins, the righty, awaiting the payoff pitch, upstairs, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for the Bombers. There's one aboard, still no score here in Sherman. It's the top of the first. That'll bring up Blaine Lucas. A 6-foot righty comes in batting just over 300. First pitch to him, fouled high and out of play behind home plate. Atkins leads off first. He's held on by Spencer Bass, yesterday's starting pitcher. Here's the pitch. Swung on, served into left field, trending foul. It is foul. Spencer Bass gave up 6 earned runs yesterday through 3 innings of work. Now holding on Atkins at first. Lucas in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? On a pitch in the dirt, he did not. He held up. Count 1-2. Ricky Riquejo finds himself at second base today. He's been a utility guy for the Shadowcats. Takes over for Izzy Bencosme, who's slid to shortstop. The 1-2. Swung on, pop up, third base. Arroyo's under it and makes the play. There's one down here in the top of the first. Still no score. Donovan Arroyo at third. First appearance at third this season. Played most of the first half of the year at second base. The new batter for the Bombers is Tiger Donato. The Houston native saddles up in the right-handed batter's box. As Langhennig pickoff attempt back to first, not in time. Atkins dancing out there. He's a threat to go 4 for 4 on stolen bases this year. Hennig. Set. Checks. Pickoff again. Not in time. Langhennig, the righty, has a full spin on his pickoff attempt. He's yet to get somebody at first base this year. The first offering now to Donato misses upstairs. 1-0. The pitch, swung on, served high in the air, over the head of Arroyo into deep left field. Babcock under, can't make the play. Just misread it in the sunlight. He overran that ball, so another chance for Tiger Donato. Langhennig working in a 1-1 count with one down here and a man on first. Pickoff again, not in time. Langhennig stares down at his feet, now deals the 1-1. Served in the air to right field, trending foul. That one will go out of play. Count now 1-2. Donato seeing the pitches, yet to put one in play here. For the 1-2, pickoff attempt, not in time again. Fourth of the at-bat. Donato hit a home run yesterday to crack the game open for the Bombers. The 1-2. Served up the middle, a base hit. In between Bencosme at short and Riquejo at second. Everybody advances a base. It's a 1-out single for Donato. There's one down here in the top of the first with 2 runners on. Donato's top of the 9th 2-run shot gave the Bombers the lead yesterday. Now he's aboard safely. Brings up Jacob Bohacek, the righty. First offering swung on, driven to left center field. That one's down for a base hit. Turning for the plate, it's Atkins. Donato rounds third. He's also coming in. 1 run scores. Donato will hustle back to third base in safely. Meanwhile, Bohacek at second standing up. An RBI double Brazos Valley leads it 1-0 in the top of the first. Bohacek on second, Donato on third. That'll bring up the lefty, Drew Britton. Did not appear yesterday. First offering to him, swung on. Foul territory, third base side. Arroyo chasing, and it's lands out of play. Didn't have much of a chance at that one. Pretty deep foul territory on the third base side of the field. There's also a small slope from third base down to the dugout and the beer garden just a little further towards the foul pole. Langhennig working with 2 on. The pitch in the dirt, good stop from Boyles. The backstop here at Veterans Field, very springy, and came into play a couple times yesterday. No one was out because of it, but there were some close plays at the plate. Fellstad a swim move to score a run. It's the 1-1 home. Inside missing, 2-1. But the net back there is so tight that a pitch can ricochet completely back to the catcher without him having to leave the dirt circle at home plate. Langhennig checks the runner at second. Now offers home. Misses outside, 3-1. At risk, walking his second batter of the day and loading the bases. Drew Britton, he's walked 6 times, got 2 hits on the year, the 3-1. That one in there for a strike. Count goes full. Brazos Valley missed the playoffs last season with the 23-26 record. Here's the payoff pitch. Just missing on the inner half of the plate. Langhennig's second walk of the inning juices the bases. For the 6th hole, the designated hitter, Garrett Rester. Sherman trailing 1-0 here in the top of the first. Garrett Rester, the righty, watching first pitch upstairs, 1-0. Langhennig struggled all season with control. Now 17 walks on the year. The 1-0 home. Now Langhennig will step off the mound to recollect himself, saw something he didn't like. The 1-0 home now. That one high and inside, 2-0. Donato on third, Bohacek on second, and Britton on first. Langhennig working with a 2-0. Here it is. Swung on, sent, foul out of play, 2-1. Brazos Valley located just outside of College Station. The 2-1. Swung on, sent high in the other center field. Moya moves under it and makes the play. Tag from Donato. The play at the plate, there is none. Brazos Valley scores on the sac fly. It's 2-0 Bombers here in the top of the first. Bohacek and Britton stayed where they were at second and first respectively. Langhennig now working with 2 outs and a runner on first and second. That'll bring up the catcher, Derek Martinez, for a righty-on-righty battle. First offering, high and inside. Langhennig struggling to control the heater. Last time Langhennig started in Veterans Field, it took him an inning before he went away from the fastball. So the second pitch misses again, 2-0. One was a loss to the Victoria Generals. See, didn't feel comfortable going off speed. Does he feel comfortable here in a 2-0 count? The pitch, high and inside again. Martinez has to duck away. Count now 3-0. 3-0 home. Finding the zone. 3-1. Sherman has walked 217 batters as the 3-1 is sent high in the air. Moya settling under it and gets the third out of the inning. Still the damage done. Brazos Valley leads it 2-0. We're going to the bottom half of the first. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Back, Shadowcat Nation. Here in the bottom of the first, Sherman trails 2-0. The first inning is brought to you by First Texoma National Bank, the neighborhood bank you can count on. Pitcher for the Brazos Valley Bombers, it's Austin Groham. Grohman out of Augusta University. 2.45 ERA on the year. He saw 25 2/3 innings of work. He faces off with Bubba Moya. Shadowcats leadoff batter yesterday finds himself in the same role today. First offering to him downstairs. 1-0. Shadowcats batting order goes as such. Bubba Moya, leadoff batter playing center field. Then it's Ricky Riquejo in the 2-hole. Jarrett Halter bats third, designated hitting. The 1-0 home. Inside again, 2-0. Cleanup is Ellington Jefferson. He had a home run yesterday. Then Izzy Bencosme, fifth and shortstop. Camden Babcock in the 6-hole, and Spencer Bass batting seventh, the 2-0. That one in the zone, 2-1. Donovan Arroyo finds his way back into the lineup. He bats eighth, plays third, and Charlie Boyle's the catcher in the 9-hole. The 2-1 home. Swung on, roller, third base side. Bohacek Fields throws in time. One down quickly here in the bottom of the first. Sherman trails 2-0. That brings up Ricky Riquejo. The righty standing 5 feet 10 inches. Gets a little scouting report from Bubba Moya. Now steps in to the batter's box. First offering to him. Misses low in the dirt, 1-0. Veterans Field has its quirks, and the dry dirt just a side effect, the 1-0. Change up on the outer half of the plate, a strike, 1-1. Dirt gets kicked up easily, especially in the batting circle. The 1-1. Chopper off the foot of Riquejo, a foul ball. Count 1-2. Riquejo. Seeing the 1-2, watches outside for a ball, 2-2. Groman, it's 2-2. Tapped foul, first base side. We'll do it again. Groman tied for the most leagues out of any pitcher in the TCL. Says ERA is up with the best for the best in the TCL. The 2-2 served in left field, base hit. A one-out single for Ricky Riquejo. That'll bring up Jarrett Halter, the designated hitter. Yesterday, Jarrett Halter, a big pinch hit RBI single. Drove in what would be the tying run in the bottom of the 8th. Tied it at 13-13. Of course, Sherman would go on to lose 17-15. First offering to him outside, 1-0. Riquejo, only one stolen base on the season in one attempt. Woodland's prospect. An excuse me check swing for a strike, 1-2. Ball was low in the dirt and he bit. Here's a pickoff attempt back to first, not in time. And as many have heard if you listen to the Shadowcat broadcast often, I am not a fan of there not being a pickoff limit in this league because it just keeps these games going. Halter's offering upstairs, inside. Riquejo, or Halter rather, bends in to dodge that one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down here. Bottom of the first, Sherman trails 2-0. Here's the 2-1. That one in there for a strike, 2-2. There's another pickoff attempt. Back to first for Riquejo in safely. Groman, the righty, stands 6'3", a big 225. Set at the chest, now delivers. Runner goes, it's a ball to throw to second. Gets away, goes into center field. Riquejo thinks about it, he will stay put. Count goes full, runner goes to second. Still only 1 out, the bottom of the first. Sherman trails it 2-0. Groman will set at the belt, rather the chest, now delivers. Here's a tapper back to Groman on the mound. He fields, decides to just go to first and gets the out. Halter is retired. Riquejo moves on to third base. There's 2 down at the bottom of the first. Sherman trails 2-0. That brings up Ellington Jefferson, the switch hitter in the left-handed batter's box. First offering to him inside, 1-0. Jefferson hitting just under 300 on the year. Talented switch hitter, currently in the transfer portal. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Halter rocks, deals to the threatening left fielder. That one, bottom of the zone, just clipping for a strike, 1-2. Riquejo 90 feet away. Can Sherman respond in a 1-2 count with 2 down, trailing by 2? Here's the 1-2 home. Strike 3, got him looking. Ellington Jefferson is retired on strikes. Sherman still trailing 2-0 after stranding a runner. We're going to the top of the second. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Entering the second inning. The second inning is brought to you by Wall to Wall Cleaning. Wall to Wall Cleaning, the premier commercial cleaning solution for Grayson County and the surrounding areas. We don't cut corners, we clean them. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. We're here in the top of the second. Sherman trailing 2-0. It's Brady Sullivan, the lefty, facing John Langhennig. His first offering misses low, 1-0. Last half inning, Sherman stranded a runner on third. Could not score. See if Langhennig can keep ducks off the pond in the top of the second. The 1-0. That would miss his low, 2-0. 2-0 home. Swung on, hit deep to right field. Jefferson works under it. He makes the play. Just shy of the warning track. Gave that one a ride, and Sullivan is retired. That'll bring up the 9-hole Damian Montanez. Sun still blazing here in Sherman, Texas. The cicadas give their trademark shake. First offering to Montanez is chopped to short. Fielded by Bencosme, throws to first in time. That one took a weird hop. He had to extend his glove a little closer to second base to make the play, but he did. Now 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the second. Sherman trails by 2. That will flip the lineup over for Brazos Valley. Kason Atkins, the new batter. First pitch to him misses 1-0. Langhennig sitting just shy of 90 with the heater. Grease now offers. Just missing 2-0. Like Hennig struggling with control. That's been the story for Shadowcat pitching this second half of the season and really all season long. That's the 2-0 home. That one finds the zone for a strike. Staying with the heater, 3 in a row for him. Sherman, second most walks in the TCL, 218 on the year. Here's the 2-1. That one sent high in the air, right center field. Jefferson calls everybody off and makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. Quick work for Lang Hennig. Shadowcats due up in the bottom half of the second. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. You're watching TCL TV. Hey there, Shadowcat Nation. Thanks for choosing us, the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. I'm Will Clifford. We're in the bottom of the second. It's just me today. Josh Rajanov, he's still on vacation. Decided to take a couple days off. If he's listening, just want him to know that he's unserious. As we are serious about Shadowcat ball here, it's Izzy Bencosme still facing Grom on the mound. Groman's first offering bounced in the dirt, 1-0. It's Bencosme, the 5-hole, then Babcock and Bass, 5, 6, and 7. Due up for the Cats. The 1-0. And therefore a strike, 1-1. Breast Cancer Awareness Night here at the ballpark. Fans sporting their pink, the 1-1. Chopper, third base, Bohacek Fields throws in time. Leadoff batter retired. That will bring up Camden Babcock. Camden Babcock, the righty, ready to face Groman. First pitch to him, downstairs, 1-0. Groman is throwing a first pitch ball at back-to-back at-bats now. But he's trusted his defense so far today, the 1-0. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. Sherman trailing 2-0 here, bottom of the second. So here's the 1-1 home. It's a breaking ball in for a strike, 1-2. It's not just me here, though, the broadcast tent. Producer Sam Johnson producing away. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, sent foul. Right at third base coach Isaac Davila. He casually lifts up a foot to dodge that one. How nonchalant of him. Groman set just above the belly button. He'll kick and deal. Bounces in the dirt again. It's 2-2. Babcock on the season hitting .229, an on-base percentage of .441. Struck out 22 times, but he's walked 19. He's playing left field today. Here's the 2-2. Cut on and miss, strike 3. Babcock down on strikes. It's Groman's second of the day. Sherman still trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the second. Shadowcat bats have retired today, with the exception of Ricky Riquejo, as Groman marching his way through the lineup. First offering to Spencer Bass, today's first baseman, missing 1-0. 3 straight first pitch balls. Here's the offering. Grounder to third. Bohacek's had a busy day. He throws to first in plenty of time. So a 1-2-3 inning. Bombers fight right back with one of their own. We're going to the top of the third. Sherman still trails by 2. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Hey, Shadowcat crew, I'm Will Clifford. We're in the top of the third. Sherman trails at 2-0. Still Langhennig working on the mound. Last time out, pitched a 1-2-3 inning. First offering to Blaine Lucas. It's a strike, 0-1. Lucas hitting just about 300 on the year. 6-foot lefty. The pitch. Cut on and missed. Lucas in a hole 0-2. Hennig. Langhennig set. Kicks. The 1-1. Served in the air. Shallow right center. Moya on his horse. He makes the play. Bubba Moya, the center fielder, good job getting a read on that one. He's got some wheels out in center field as the leadoff batter retired. That'll bring up Tiger Donato. Today's shortstop came around to score back in the first. Part of the reason Sherman's trailing 2-0. First offering to him in their 4-strike 0-1. Now John Langhennig feels comfortable going to the breaking pitches. He's throwing curveballs, changeups, and fastballs. He has a deep arsenal. It's the 0-1. Misses outside. 1-1. He has a deep arsenal, but sometimes gets a little in his head about the pitches, finding the zone, and resorts to the fastball. as the 1-1. Just missing on the outer half of the plate, 2-1. Hennig set, kicks, the pitch. Third base side foul, out of play. Count stays as is, 2-2. John Langhennig has his right leg bent, left leg straight as he rocks and deals upstairs and inside. Donato had to duck out of the way of that one. It's 3-2. Donato's home run yesterday, 300 feet over the left field wall. It's the payoff pitch, sent foul. We'll do it again. 300 feet won't be a home run in many other stadiums. Playing college ball here at Veterans Field, former high school stadium. 300 feet will go, especially to left. John Langhennig rocks, kicks, delivers home, it's inside. A one-out walk. Donato makes a trip to first. Sherman still trailing 2-0 in the bottom, or rather, top of the third. I'll bring up Jacob Bohacek for the Brazos Valley Bombers. Here's a pickoff attempt, not in time. Bohacek hitting .250 on the year with 4 ribbies. First offering to him. Missing, 1-0. John Langhennig, goal to make it 4 or 5 innings. Another pickoff attempt. He got him! His first successful pickoff attempt of the season. Caught Tiger Donato sleeping. There's 2 down here at the top of the third. So there's going to be a t-shirt toss coming up. Wonder if they'll send one my way. I don't think they will. First offering, or rather, the 1-0 to Bohacek. Upstairs, 2-0. Everybody loves free t-shirts, even though they're usually shot or given out, whether it's a t-shirt cannon, it's a 2-0, hit hard to left field. Babcock back, track, it's off the wall, plays it off a bounce, throws it into second. The play at second, in time! Bohacek hosed by Camden Babcock. 3 up, 3 down in the most unorthodox of ways. We're going to the bottom of the third. Sherman still trailing 2-0. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. What it do, Shadowcat crew? We're back. Bottom of the third inning. Sherman trailing 2-0. I'm Will Clifford. Still haven't changed. That's my name. First offering, it's still going to be Groman working on the mound. First offering to Arroyo, leadoff batter for the Cats. One misses. 1-0. The 1-0 home, fouled off back behind home plate. Arroyo quickly behind 0-2. Or rather, in an even count, 1-1. Arroyo, 28 strikeouts on the year. He leads the Shadowcats. Out of Odessa College, the 1-1. Clipping the outer portion of the plate, 1-2. He's got 10 hits on the year, 2 of which are home runs. Groman rocks, sets, fires. Here's a hard hit ball to center field. Atkins is under it and makes the play. Leadoff man retired. Sherman still trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning. It's brought to you by 903 Brewers. 903 Brewers, crafted to perfection. Please drink responsibly. The 9-hole, Charlie Boyles, the righty, first pitch to him downstairs, 1-0. Sherman only 1 hit on the day. It was Ricky Riquejo. 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. No other base runners for the Shadowcats. Riquejo singled, stole second, advanced to third on a sac, and then was stranded. The pitch. Upstairs. Boyles. And a 3-0 count. Groman steps off, grabs the rosin bag, tucks his jersey back in, exhales. Now he's ready to work. 3-0 home. Changeup finding the zone, 3-1. Charlie Boyles hitting 170 on the year at a Baton Rouge Community College. Here's the 3-1. Breaking ball broke too much. Outer half of the plate miss for Groman. Shadowcats have a 1-out walk. Still trailing 2-0. That'll flip the lineup over. Bubba Moya, center fielder. Credit where credit's due. Out there, deepest part of the ballpark here in Sherman, it can be difficult getting reads on fly balls, especially in early innings when the sun attacks you from your right side. First offering, missing inside, 1-0. Still, Moya on defense has done a good job getting reads on balls. He's got a handful of putouts today. The 1-0 home. Owen downstairs, 2-0. Started his Shadowcat tenure in the 9-hole, now finds himself leading off for 2 games in a row. He's got 4 hits on the year and 4 walks. The 2-0 home. Missing outside, 3-0. Back-to-back 3-0 counts for Groman. Last time he threw a changeup on the 3-0 to get back to a 3-1 count, but then proceeded to walk Boyles, who still leads off at first. Home. Missing inside, so a 4-pitch walk to Bubba Moya. There's now runners at first and second, only 1 down. Sherman trails by 2 here in the bottom of the third. No Shadowcat batters that have been staples in the lineup. Halter, or rather Riquejo, he's played a handful, but he takes over at shortstop second base for Izzy Bencosme, who shifted to short. First offering to him downstairs, 1-0. At shortstop, usually Zach Felstad out of UC Irvine. Shadowcat manager Barry Manuel says Felstad carries himself like a professional, the 1-0. Misses outside. But he's resting today. Count even at 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Boyles takes a secondary lead. The pitch home upstairs, 2-1. Back-to-back walks for Groman. The Shadowcats punish with the runner in scoring position. The 2-1 home. That one catches 2-2. Groman's got 2 strikeouts on the day. Searching for number 3. Here's the 2-2. Sent right back to Groman off his glove to Lucas at second. Flips to Donato at short for 1. To first in time. Ricky Riquejo hits into a 4-6-3 double play. Gets the Bombers out of the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. Sherman still trailing 2-0. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. Here at Veterans Field, Sherman trailing 2-0. We enter the top of the 4th. Will Clifford joined alongside Sam Johnson. Leadoff batter Drew Britton, the lefty, facing John Langhennig out for another inning of work. First pitch he sees skied in the air, left field. Babcock under it makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th, Sherman still trailing 2-0. That brings up Garrett Rester, today's designated hitter. First pitch to him, a strike. Langhennig, back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. The 0-1 hit on the ground to third base. Arroyo Fields throws in time. 2 retired quickly in the top of the 4th. Second inning, your stereotypical 1-2-3. Fly out to center, fly out to right, ground out to short. Last half inning, though, there's a fly out to center, short normal. Then he walked a guy, picked him off, and then gave up a single to Bohacek. Bohacek tried to stretch it into a double, and he was hosed from Babcock in left, absolutely nailing him at second base. It's a questionable choice to go from Bohacek, but it made a 1-2-3 inning, and now there are 2 down in the 4th. Langhennig deals home to Derek Martinez. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. Martinez, his last plate appearance, flew out to center. The 0-1 finds the plate, 0-2. Martinez behind quickly. Langhennig deals home. An excuse me check swing sends it foul down the first base side. Count stays as is. Sherman, only one hit on the day. Walked 2 guys aboard. They're still trailing by 2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, drop third strike. Throw down to first in plenty of time. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for John Langhennig. Shadowcats trail 2-0 still, going to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. We're here on the bottom of the 4th inning, brought to you by Austin College. Austin College, become a Kangaroo today. I love telling my Kangaroo story, the time I was able to hold one randomly after a cross-country workout in high school. It's the randomest of things. Pesky there. They got sharp nails. They got big nails, and they scratch a little bit. I got scratched up a smidge. Nothing ridiculous though. Anyways, back to baseball. It's Halter, the leadoff batter. First pitch swinging, sent to the warning track left field, foul territory. Montana's tracking it. Does he make the play? He does. What a grab from Montanez. Warning track, foul territory. 1 pitch, 1 retired here. The bottom of the 4th. Sherman trails 2-0. Good swing of the bat from the righty. Just a tad early, and he goes down. I'll bring up Ellington Jefferson. First pitch he sees downstairs in the dust. 1-0. No, they say his bat went around. Okay, 0-1. The 0-1 tap foul first base side, rather. Jefferson after that foul ball and check swing in a whole 0-2. Groman's offering upstairs, 1-2. Last time up, Jefferson struck out looking on a pitch right down Broadway. Switch hitter finds himself in the left-handed batter's box. Roman agrees to the pitch via pitch comm. The 1-2 home. Swung on. It's going out to right center field. The right fielder, Sullivan, cuts it off and makes the play. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Sherman still trails by 2. Sullivan, good read of the ball. Able to make the fly out. So Sherman, 2 up, 2 down. 2 balls hit hard, but not well enough, as first offering to Izzy Bencosme bounced in the dirt. Groman is on 55 pitches through 4 2/3. Rather 3 2/3, excuse me. Bencosme sitting on the 1-0. Chopper, third base. Bohman can't make the play. It eats him up. Bencosme reaches on an infield single. Shadowcats infield, not a clean infield. It's bumpy, it's messy. The hops are not always true. And if you're used to playing on a turf field, it can mess you up. That error lets Bencosme reach. First offering to the new batter, it's Camden Babcock in there for a strike. 0-1. Babcock hitting .230 on the year, just about. Bencosme on first, a threat to go. Takes a big secondary lead as the pitch misses 1-1. Busy night at the ballpark. Kids running all over. Pretty full. Say just south of 200 as pickoff attempt not in time. Just south of 200 here at the ballpark, we'll say. Maybe we'll get the official number later. The 1-1 home. Cut on and missed. Babcock taking a big hack at it. 1-2. An imperfect infield. The dust flies. It's a high school ballpark. The mound's got some divots, some usage. Caused some problems for infielders. It's the 1-2 chop to third base. This time Bohacek fields. He'll throw to first in time. An error, Strands one aboard. Sherman still trails 2-0. We're going to the top of the 5th. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. We're in the 5th inning, which is brought to you by Grayson College. Grayson College, find your student success today at Grayson College. Leading off for the Bombers, it's Brady Sullivan, the lefty. The lefty settles in. John Langhennig out for another inning of work. Gave up 2 runs in the first, nothing since. Still a 2-0 ball game. First pitch upstairs. 1-0. Sullivan, last time up back in the 2nd, flew out to right field. Langhennig set at the belt. Kicks, deals. 1-0 sent high in the air. Shortstop Bencosme calls everybody off and makes the play. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Shadowcats still trail by 2. First offering to the new batter, it's Donato. Grounder to short, Bencosme fields, throws in time. Apologies, that was Montanez, the 9-hole. Bring up Casey Atkins. Kason Atkins playing center field today. Righty hitting .227 on the year. First offering to him, a strike, 0-1. Wiley, Texas native. Stands vertical batting stance, the 0-1. In the zone, 0-2. Good curveball from Langhennig. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Sherman leads it 2-0. There's nobody aboard. The 0-2 home. Upstairs, 1-2. Atkins has walked 17 times on the season. Led off the game with a walk, came around to score. Then in his second plate appearance, flew out to center. The 1-2. Sent right to short. Bencosme's had a busy inning. Throws to first in time. A fly out to short, a ground out to short, and another ground out to short. 4 straight 1-2-3 innings for starting pitcher John Langhennig. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Sherman still trailing 2-0. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. Here in bottom of the 5th, batter for the Shadowcats, it's Spencer Bass. He's still facing Groman on the mound. First pitch misses low. 1-0, downstairs 2-0. Bass was yesterday's starting pitcher. Gave up 6 runs through 3. Sherman still put him in line for the win as they were up 7-6 at a point. Groman's 2-0 home. Fouled straight back, 2-1. Yesterday, all-out offensive warfare. 32 total runs. Today, a pitcher's duel. The 2-1. That one down the inside of the plate, too far inside. 3-1, that one misses. 32 runs to being in the bottom of the 5th after an hour of play. Here's the offering home. Cut on and missed on a ball in the dirt. Spencer Bass swung at the changeup on a 3-1 count. It'll be Bass, Arroyo, and Boyles, the bottom of the lineup for the Cats. Looking for production. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. From 3-1 to a strikeout, Spencer Bass retires. That brings up Donovan Arroyo, hitting 175 on the year. He's got 2 bombs. Groman's done a good job of working the changeup fastball combo. First offering in there for a strike. 0-1. That one a heater at 88. He hasn't varied much, maybe ranged up to 89 or so, but nothing into the 90s generally. It's the 0-1 home. Misses outside. 1-1. Donovan Arroyo has 28 strikeouts and 58 at-bats. 1-1. Fouled high in the air, behind home plate, out of play. Some fans in front of us surprised ball missed the cars. Something magical about this parking lot. Cars never get hit, much to my dismay, a little bit. I park in left field, the 1-1. On misses outside, 2-1. Well, because it'd be entertaining for us, we have a perfect view of the parking lot. I park my car in far left field so no home runs or foul balls can get it. But it's a rookie mistake to go right behind home plate at a baseball game. Come on now. Arroyo awaiting the 2-2, swung on, driven, center field, Atkins under it, makes the play. 2 loud flyouts to center for Donovan Arroyo, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Shadowcats still trail by 2. That brings up Charlie Boyles. Out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, decided to stay home and play for Baton Rouge Community College. Redshirted his freshman year out there. First pitch to him. Owen missing downstairs, 1-0. Groman, just an absolute innings eater for the Bombers. About to work his way through 5. Pitch 4 2/3. 1-0 home. That one finds the zone, 1-1. Groman kicks, steals, inside, 2-1. But Groman, he's gotten this far, he's through 74 pitches. He struck out 3, walked 2, letting his defense do the work the bulk of the way through. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. For his 10 outs, 6 ground balls and 4 flyouts. A 3-1. That one down the middle. A heater stared at by Boyles. Count runs full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Bottom of the 5th. Sherman trails by 2. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, sent straight to short. Donato Fields throws in time. Britton digs it out just side of the dirt. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Shadowcats. That's 4 in a row. We go to the top of the 6th. Sherman still trailing by 2. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Hey there, Shadowcat Nation. Game marches on. We are in the 6th. Shadowcats trail 2-0. It's John Langhennig out once more for the Shadowcats. He's through 5. This is the deepest he's gone as a Shadowcat. First offering to Blaine Lucas. First batter he'll face this inning. Misses outside. 1-0. 1-0. Sent high in the air to right field. Jefferson back. Track. Wall. Gone. A solo shot for Blaine Lucas. And the Brazos Valley Bombers add on one more. It's 3-0 in the top of the 6th. Sent that one 328 feet to right. 96 miles off the bat. It's a leadoff home run for the Bombers in the 6th. Still no movement in the Shadowcats bullpen thus far. That brings up Tiger Donato. Now in a 3-0 ball game. Fouls off the first pitch he sees, back behind home plate. Donato on the day 1 for 1. Singled in the first, came around to score. The 0-1 to him. Swung on, sent foul first base side out of play. The Denison Little League All-Stars are here today. As Langhennig set at the belt, kicks, deals, inside. 1-2. He's given up 3 earned runs through 71 pitches. He's walked 3. He's struck out only 1. Trusting the defense, and 3 runs should be surmountable if last night is any evidence of it. It's the 1-2. Breaking ball, just missing. Count even at 2-2. Shadowcats put up 15 runs, held the lead 4 separate times, did not hold the lead by the time the game was over. It's the most important time to have it. The 2-2 misses outside. From 0-2 to 3-2, John Langhennig going to be forced to find the zone. His get-me-over pitch is a curve, but the slider is usually the strikeout pitch. See what he goes to in his arsenal. The payoff. Served. Right center field. Moya tracking. Call off by Jefferson. Jefferson makes the play. Fly out deep to right. It's the first out of the inning. Sherman still trailing 3-0 in the bottom of 6. There's a shallow fence in right field, just in front of the suites out there. But that was maybe the 3rd or 4th home run of the season over there. It's the new batter takes a strike, Jacob Bohacek. Down 0-1. Again, 3 runs. Shadowcat offense, time to get going. The 0-1 bounced in the dirt, but he did go around on the check swing. Bohacek in a hole 0-2. Bohacek 2 for 2 on the day. He had a double that drove in a run back in the first. And then he singled, tried to push it to an extra base hit, and was thrown out at second. The 0-2 home. Upstairs. 1-2. Langhennig hit 89 on that heater. Just rearing back, trying to find the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. The 1-2. Swung on center field. Moya drifting backwards, settles, and makes the play. 2 down. Sherman still trails 3-0. The top of the 6th. Langhennig had 4 1-2-3 innings. The second through the fifth, flawless. First pitch to Drew Britton. That one misses 1-0. Langhennig still has the fastball going for him speed-wise. He's hitting 89. It's the 1-0. Breaking ball. Just missing. 2-0. The outer half of the plate. Got to bring it into the lefty. Britton 0 for 1. The 2-0 to him. Sent high in the air to right field. Jefferson back on the track under it. It's off the wall. Britton turns first. He's going for 2. He'll be in standing up. A 2-out double for Drew Britton. Here in the top of the 6th, Sherman trails at 3-0. New batter, Garrett Rester. The righty on righty duel. First pitch, upstairs, 1-0. Rester hitting .286 on the year. Just 2 games played, though. Bohacek leads off second. The 1-0 sent straight back. 1-1. Britton leads off second. The 1-1 home to Rester is low, 2-1. Rester 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. A 2-1. Right down Broadway. Count even at 2-2. Curveball dropped right in. Sun now starting to set. It's about time. It got really hot out here. A 2-2. Breaking ball broke just too much. Curveball too low. Count full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Langhennig trying to work out of the 6th with a runner on second. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball pulled the string on him. John Langhennig gives up a homer, and that's all. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Sherman still trailing 3-0. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. Shadowcat Nation, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Cruising along here. Sherman offense, dormant. Only 1 hit on the day. But it's the top of the lineup. Bubba Moya, Ricky Riquejo, and then Jarrett Halter. 1, 2, 3. If anybody's going to get on board, it's got to be your leadoff guys. First offering to Moya. That one misses. It's still Groman on the mound for the Bombers. Time called by Bubba Moya. Moya got hit by 2 pitches yesterday. His glasses cut him on one of them because the ball hit him in the eye. The 1-0. This is outside, 2-0. Bubba Moya usually sporting some nice glasses. He is not right now as the sun is kind of set, so no real use for them at this point. Pink arm sleeves, 2-0. Finds the zone, 2-1. Pink arm sleeves, pink elbow guard, pink batting gloves, pink sliding mitt. Quite on theme, the 2-1. This is upstairs, 3-1. He's got pink shoes as well, but a yellow ankle guard on his leading right foot. It's the lefty. Waits. 3-1 misses low. A 5-pitch walk to Bubba Moya. Moya marches down to first, his second walk of the day. That'll bring up Ricky Requejo, who singled, was stranded at third base back in the first, and then grounded into a double play to end the third. That double play was unfortunate as the Shadowcats had 2 on. First pitch to the righty. Breaking ball too high, 1-0. Moya is a threat to go on first base. 3 for 3 on the season. 1-0 misses low, 2-0. Requejo steps out as there's a mound visit called from Martinez. We'll talk to Groman. Some stretching going on in the Bombers' bullpen. No real action, though. Both starting pitchers still in the game. Langhennig has made it through 6 with 3 earned runs. Groman through 5 with no earned runs and just a hit allowed in 82 pitches. Moya leads off first, the 2-0. Breaking ball outside, 3-0. So Groman did back in the third. He walked 2, but got out of the inning with the double play ball. Threat of walking the second guy of the inning. A 3-0 in there for a strike. 3-1. Groman kicks, deals, misses outside, 5-pitch walk. Requejo will march on down to first. Moya heads on down to second himself. First and second, nobody gone here. Bottom of the 6th, Sherman trail by 3. Jarrett Halter due up. Halter 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out back to the pitcher in the first, and he flew out to left. That was in the 4th. Now the righty awaits his first offering. He takes for a strike, 0-1. Groman, set, deals, bunt shown, pulled back. It's upstairs, 1-1. Anything to get these runners in. Sherman still nothing on the scoreboard. Bunch of goose eggs. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Now there's some tossing out in the Bombers bullpen. Groman's pitch count has now hit 90. It's the longest an opposing pitcher has pitched here at Veterans Field out of any team the Shadowcats have played. The 2-1. Breaking ball, catching upstairs, 2-2. Halter fighting. Jarrett Halter from Texarkana, Texas, doing the designated hitting today. The 2-2. Swung on in between the gap of third and shortstop. Moya turns on third. He's going for the plate. The play at the plate is in time. Moya tried to dodge the tag. Good tag from Martinez at the plate. That keeps a run from scoring. Riquejo advances to third on the throw. Halter stops himself at first. I'll bring up Ellington Jefferson. Jefferson, the switch hitter in the left-handed batter's box, but timeout called, a mound visit, and this might be it for Groman. Infield comes in. That is it for Augustine Groman. 92 pitches for 5 1/3 inning of work, 3 strikeouts and 4 walks. The mound visit will conclude. His day will continue. He'll face Ellington Jefferson, again, in the left-handed batter's box. His first home run of the season was deep to right as a lefty. His home run yesterday was deep to left as a righty. Now, the man in the transfer portal steps up. First pitch to him, cut on and missed. 0-1. Jefferson 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Riquejo on third. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Riquejo on third, Halter on first. Groman, a deep breath, kick, steals. The 1-1 is served, same place it was last at-bat, in between second and third. An RBI single. Ricky Riquejo comes around to score. Sherman has plated their first run of the game. Shadowcats trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. I'll bring up Izzy Bencosme with runners on first and second. First pitch swinging at short, hits off the base runner. Goes into left field. Smart play from Jefferson. He'll advance to third anyways. So the leading runner is out. Now they'll send Jefferson back to second. They'll say the ball is dead. So Jarrett Halter called out after that one hits him. Jefferson still advances to second. Bencosme reaches first. Sherman has 2 hits now in the inning, but a base running mistake there. Although that possibly kept the double play ball, so it might have been smart from Jarrett Halter for kicking that one. First pitch in to the new batter, Camden Babcock. That one's a strike, 0-1. Babcock, the righty, facing Groman. 96 pitches. Now Groman will step off the mound. Will run Jefferson back to second. Jefferson 3 for 3 on stolen bases. A threat to go here. The 1-0 home. Chopper, third base. Bohacek fields, throws, in time. Augustine Groman works out of the 6th, only allows a run. He strands 2. Shadowcats trail at 3-1. We're going to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. You're watching on TCL TV. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. We are in the 7th. Sherman trailing 3-1. John Langhennig on the mound once more for the Shadowcats. We'll see how long his leash is here as there's an arm warming in the bullpen out in left field. Leadoff batter will be Martinez for the Bombers. First pitch cut on and missed. Fastball at 86. Martinez 0 for 2 on the day with the strikeout. Langhennig set. Now delivers. 1, a strike, 0-2. Langhennig's best outing to date. And his longest outing as a Shadowcat. The 0-2. Swung on and missed on a ball in the dirt. This one goes to the backstop. There will be no throw to first on a drop third strike. He pulled the string with the changeup, but Boyles behind the dish just couldn't block it. So now the leadoff runner aboard on a drop third strike. Sherman still trails at 3-1 in the top of the 7th. First offering, swung on, driven, right field, liner caught by Jefferson. Martinez the batter, Sullivan the batter. That one, 100 off the bat, just right into the glove of a waiting Jefferson and right. Montanez, the new batter, takes first pitch a strike. Curveball. Should be 2 down here. Instead, it's only 1 as Martinez leads off first thanks to the drop third strike. Pickoff attempt. Not in time. Frustrating bottom half of the 6th and now frustrating start to the top half of the 7th, although nothing detrimental. Leo 1. Check swing, did he go? He did. And an 0-2 hole. Time for Montanez to shorten up. Langhennig. Pickoff attempt to first. Not in time again. Montanez, 2 ground outs to short. He's seen Langhennig well. Langhennig only 3 Ks on the day. The 0-2, cut on and missed. Strike 3. There's 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Shadowcats trail 3-1. Shadowcat manager Barry Manuel waiting at the railing. Pitcher is presumably ready in the bullpen, but he'll give his starting pitcher at least another batter. That new batter is the leadoff man, Kason Atkins. So here's a pickoff attempt, not in time. Curveball has been his strikeout pitch today. First offering now to Kason Atkins, missing away, 1-0. This has been about as much as you can ask for out of the Shadowcats pitching staff. The 1-0. Upstairs, missing, 2-0. Sherman giving up 42 runs over 3 games to Brazos Valley. Today, only 3 from just 1 pitcher. After using 6 yesterday. A 2-0 home. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Curveball. Got some control of that today, Langhennig does. Runner on first, the 2-1. That one missing low and away. Try to go back to the curveball. It's 3-1. And Langhennig battle back and get the last out of the 7th. Set, kicks, deals, breaking ball, in there, strike 2. Count runs full. So the curveball still just keeps going back to it. He maybe has lost a little velocity on the heater, but he's got some comfort. And if you're Atkins at the plate, you probably know what's coming. Here's the payoff. Pulls the string on him. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher. John Langhennig. 7 complete innings. Sherman still trails 3-1. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. Shadowcat Nation, it's time for your 6th inning scoreboard update. Today, Baton Rouge leads Acadiana 2-0 in the top of the 6th. Victoria leads San Antonio 8-7 in the top of the 4th. And Lake Charles leads Abilene 3-2 top 6. And here in Sherman, Texas, the Shadowcats trail Brazos Valley 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher on for Brazos Valley. It's Cameron Carlisle. He closed out the game yesterday. Now the Bombers go back to him after Groman allows 1 run on 3 hits. For the Shadowcats, it will be Spencer Bass, Donovan Arroyo, and Charlie Boyles, 7, 8, 9. That trio 0 for 5 on the day with a walk. That lone walk coming from Boyles. As Shane the Shadowcat makes an appearance. Look, everybody, it's Shane the Shadowcat. That's my Adam Sandero impression. It's my in-game producer, Sam Johnson. He's actually laughing hysterically. You can't hear it right now, but he is. Trust me. That brings up Spencer Bass. Freshman out of the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. Standing 6'4", a thin 180. Switch hitting. Decides he wants to hit as a righty against Carlisle. Carlisle's first pitch inside. 0-1. In their 4-strike 0-1, the 0-1 home upstairs. 1-1. Spencer Bass on the year hitting just at 100. On base percentage of .452. He's walked 11 times. He struck out 16, including 1 today. Carlisle's offering tapped behind home plate. Foul ball, 1-2. Shadowcats, we'll see if they go to the bench for some bats in a winnable game to stop this 3-game losing streak. The 1-2. That one, changeup missing outside. 2-2. Carlisle set. He rocks, breathes, now deals. Misses outside, count goes full. This time is called, the ball is run onto the field. Our pitch monitor here saying that he's throwing a fastball, but that is no fastball. It's at least a changeup. The 3-2. Cut on and miss, strike 3. For the second time today, Bass is down on strikes. And you can't be unproductive in the bottom half of the lineup. Unproductive outs. That's how you lose baseball games. That's how the first half Shadowcats ended up in last place. Now, tied for that spot in the second half of the season after starting 3-3. They've lost 3 straight. Here in the bottom of the 7th, it's Donovan Arroyo. First pitch to him, swung on and missed. 0-1. Arroyo 0 for 2 on the day. 2 flyouts to center. 0-1 to him. Fouled off the catcher's mask. Now in a hole 0-2. Yesterday, Carlisle got out of the game with pitch that was wild in the dirt, but the catcher, Cooper, threw to third, caught Langhennig going, and that ended the game. The 0-2 to Arroyo, swung on, fouled off the chest protector of Martinez behind the dish, so he stays alive. Count stays as is. Sherman leadoff batters today, 1 for 7. Arroyo, the second batter of the inning after Bass was retired on strikes. Arroyo at threat of the same thing. 0-2 upstairs. 1-2. Arroyo rocking the bat above his head. Here's the pitch. Sent high in the air, back our way, out of play, into the tree behind us. Josh Rajanov got a fly ball or foul ball the other day. He had been dreaming about it for quite some time. Didn't get one in his first year working here. I'm in my rookie season with the Shadowcats. The 1-2 to Arroyo, fouled off once more. Donovan stays alive. Carlisle, the southpaw, deals to the righty, missing low. From 0-2 to 2-2. Carlisle threw 20 pitches yesterday, a little over that, and got the save. The 2-2. Swung on, sent into left center field. Montana's the left fielder, slides under it and makes the play. 2 down. 3 straight loud flyouts for Donovan. Today, there's 2 gone. Sherman trails by 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. That brings up the 9-hole. Charlie Boyles 0 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch to him, a strike, 0-1. Carlisle features a lot of movement, not a lot of speed. The 0-1 home. Cut on and miss, strike 2. Sitting at just 80 miles an hour with the fastball, still Sherman struck out and flown out. The 0-2 home. Strike 3. Carlisle makes quick work of the Cats. Sherman still trails 3-1. We go to the top of the 8th. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. We're here in the 8th inning. 8th inning is brought to you by Grand Slam Grill. Grand Slam Grill. Ballpark food done right. Sherman trails 3-1. Top of the 8th. New pitcher on the mound for the Cats. It's Brody Andrews. He faces Lucas. First pitch to Lucas in there for a strike. On the season, Brody Andrews, a 3.60 ERA. 5 innings of work. The 0-1 sent to second. Off the glove of Raquejo. He fields throws. He'll just eat it. Not in time, anyways, if he were to have tried the throw. So the leadoff batter aboard via error. Lucas now dancing on first. That brings up Tiger Donato. So after replacing John Langhennig, Brody Andrews gives off a leadoff single. Andrews, 4 strikeouts, 6 walks on the year. First pitch to Donato, missing 1-0. Andrews came into a game in this set with the Bombers, where he only threw an inning. The 1-0, missing inside. Was the second game at Brazos Valley, back on the 8th. Threw an inning, gave up a run, had 2 strikeouts otherwise. The 2-0 catches the zone 2-1. Now, in a pivotal spot for the Shadowcats. Trying to keep runners off the diamond. 2-0 misses, 3-1. Donato 1 for 2 on the day, came around to score. That was back in the first. Lucas at first. Andrew set the 3-1. Check swing on a ball. He did not go around. So leadoff error and then a walk to Tiger Donato. There are 2 aboard with nobody gone here in the 8th inning. Langhennig minimalized the walks. Andrews is going to have to find the zone as there's a mound visit between Boyles and Andrews. You can only imagine this mound visit is telling him to throw strikes because the Shadowcats walked 16 batters yesterday. 17 free bases if you count the hit by pitch. That's not a recipe for success. 12 hits, 17 free bases. Today, Langhennig has only walked a set of them. Langhennig, well, he only gave up 3 walks. Andrews just gave up his first. As there's first and second, nobody down. Shadowcats trail by 2. First pitch to Jacob Boacek, a strike. A slider sitting at 73. Boacek doubled in the first, brought in a run. He's 2 for 3. The 0-1, liner to second. Steps on one, Raquejo does, throws to first in time, a double play. Nicely done, Ricky Raquejo makes up a little for the error, but the leadoff runner moves up to third. Lucas is now 90 feet away. That'll bring up that will bring up Drew Britton. I think 150 on the year. He's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him. Swung on, driven, left field. Babcock back, just shy of the track, and makes the play. An error and a walk, but nothing else. Brody Andrews navigates the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. Shadowcats trailing 3-1. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. back into Veterans Field. We're in the 8th. Sherman trails by 2. It's 3-1. It's 1-2-3 in the lineup. Bubba Moya, the lefty, faces off with Carlisle. Cameron Carlisle made quick work of the Cats in the 7th with 7, 8, 9. Strikeout to Bass, and a flyout. First pitch into Moya, a strike, 0-1. And then Boyle struck out to end the inning. Now leading off again with the strike. He's not throwing fast. Carlisle does not have gas. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Curveball at 68. The fastball sitting at 80. That's a JV pitcher. Maybe a tick above that. But he's got motion on his pitches. Credit to him. The 1-1. That one in the zone, 1-2. And he's just pounding the zone and challenging the Shadowcat bats. And I would say he's getting ground outs as he's a ground out pitcher, but he ended the 7th with 2 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled off. Again, no disrespect to Carlisle. He's made quick work of the Cats in his 1 inning of work, and now has Moya in a 1-2 count. But today, as a whole, Sherman has just rolled over. The 1-2. That one low, 2-2. Augustine Groman, he threw 6 innings of 1-run ball. Now it's up to Carlisle. He's got in his 2nd inning here, the 2-2. That one's upstairs, 3-2. Bubba Moya, 0 for 1 today. A pair of walks. Both times he was thrown out either as the leadoff runner or in a double play. Carlisle set. The payoff pitch. Swung on, a roller to short over the glove of Donato. Well, that's that Sherman infield for you, and if you're not ready for it, it will eat you up. And Donato is dinner here at Veterans Field. So an error means the leadoff man is aboard for the Shadowcats. And that'll bring up Ricky Riquejo. Leadoff bats 2 for 8 today for the Shadowcats. Haven't been great at starting rallies, thus trailing by 2. First pitch to Ricky Riquejo, a strike, 0-1. Carlisle also does a good job by throwing strikes. He gets ahead in counts, which is what's preached at every level to pitchers, especially out of the pen. Next offering, missing, 1-1. I say bullpen arms need to get ahead of batters because it makes them play defense. If you're a bullpen arm, you're not going to go for as long as a starter. You got to minimize the pitch count and throw your stuff on point. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled off first base side. Shade the Shadowcat posing for some pictures here. Got a very sincere awe right there. I don't know if you could hear that. How sweet. The 1-2. Upstairs. Riquejo drops to a knee to get out of the way. Moya leads off first. A threat to go 3 for 3, but in this losing situation for the Shadowcats, he's probably not going. A deep check. Now the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count stays as is. Carlisle threw 21 pitches. Pickoff attempt before his 22nd. Moya's in time. And with Carlisle being a southpaw, likely, even more likely so that Moya will not go for the steal. Riquejo. 1 for 2 on the day, awaiting the 2-2. Here it is, swung on, hit to short. This time fielded from Donato. He'll throw to first. The tag. They got him. It drew Britton off the bag, but he swung around and applied the tag to Riquejo, who wobbles down the first base line Trainer's going to come and check on him. Riquejo to his feet after moving the runner over. Keeps challenging Donato at short. The Bombers have 2 errors on the day. That one nearly the third. This yesterday saw Tyler Sessions take a knee to the head sliding into third. Bubba Moya on second got hit in the eye with a pitch that broke his glasses. As Shadowcat manager Barry Manuel is going to have a chat with the home plate umpire. Now the umpires are going to have a conversation. Will they reverse the call? They say he may have blocked the path by standing in the line of first base in between Riquejo and the bag. They do confirm the call. He is out. Manager Barry Manuel does not like the call. He's still shouting. And now Ronnie Davis is well getting in on the action. Manuel back out to talk to the home plate umpire. Now talking to the infield umpire. Wants an explanation. So Sherman trailing by 2 runs, runner on second. We Jarrett Halter due up. He's the designated hitter. And if you're Manuel, you just got to defend your players. It's a matter of player health and safety. If a guy gets in the way of first base, that's a dangerous play. He should be awarded a bag if that was the case. Umpires say it is not. And that is that. So 1 down here. Sherman trails by 2. Jarrett Halter. 3-hole designated hitting today. Righty facing the lefty Carlisle. Carlisle's been productive on the mound for the Bombers. Check on Moya at second, who takes a decent secondary lead. Now the pitch home upstairs. With the righty in the box, making Martinez the catcher, a possible throw down a second would have to be around the batter. Could be a good time to go. The 1-0. Tapper foul on a check swing. Count even at 1-1. Carlisle, really nothing special with the arm. The motion certainly there, but the speed, something the Shadowcats should be picking up better than they are. Here's the 1-1. That one misses low. 2-1. Halter hitting 200 on the year. 1 for 3 today. A check on Moya. Now offering home upstairs. 3-1. Sherman has lost 6 one-run games this season out of their 20 total losses. And a tight one here, down 2. A check on Moya. Now home, fouled off. Count goes full, 3-2. Play ball called after that foul. Payoff pitch on the way. Ellington Jefferson waiting on deck. Here's the payoff. Cut on and miss, strike 3. Halter down on strikes. There's 2 down. Sherman trailing by 2. Runner still on second, though, for Ellington Jefferson. Jefferson has not had his best game. 1 for 3. Had an RBI single back in the 6th. His first pitch to him swung on and missed. Had a strikeout in the 1st. He's a guy that the Shadowcats really need going. And if he stays alive, it'll be Bencosme after him. He's warming on the on-deck circle. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, down in a hole 0-2. It's time for the 2-strike approach. And MLB hitters are statistically proven to have one, shortening up when you're behind an account, just staying alive. As Jefferson, the switch hitter, as a righty, waiting for the lefty Carlisle. Moya on second. Here's the 0-2. Foul tipped, dropped by Martinez behind the dish. Could have been strike three instead. Jefferson fights to stay alive. Carlisle, a long stare. Now the pitch. Served, a looper. Shallow left field, coming on the left fielder Montanez, and he makes the play. That ends the 8th. Sherman strands one runner aboard. Still trail 3-1. We're going to the 9th inning. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network and watching on TCL TV. Welcome into the 9th inning, Shadowcat Nation. Sherman trails 3-1. Still Brody Andrews on the mound for the Shadowcats. Pair of defensive substitutions, though. Zach Felstad in at short. Izzy Bencosme slides to second. First pitch in to Garrett Rester. And a righty-on-righty duel misses low, 1-1, or 1-0. Bencosme at second. Replaces Ricky Riquejo. The 1-0. Missed on top of the zone. 2-0. The 2-0 home is inside. 3-0 at risk of walking the leadoff man. The Bombers have brought 4 of 8 leadoff men aboard. The 3-0 misses, so now 5 of 9. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Sherman, 2 of 8. Leadoff batter aboard. That brings up Derek Martinez. Martinez is doing the catching today out of Arkansas State. Hitting 200 on the year. He's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts, though. First pitch to him upstairs. 1-0. 5 straight balls for Brody Andrews. The 1-0 home. Check swing on a pitch in the zone, 1-1. The 1-1, breaking ball high and inside, and a duck away from Martinez, 2-1. It's a curve ball at 72, just missed everything. Andrews will step off. Now, back to work. Delivers home, runner goes. A strike, throw to second is not in time. high and away for the covering Bencosme. The second baseman couldn't apply the tag. Runner swipes. Rester to second. Sherman trails 3-1 here, but Derek Martinez in a 2-2 count. Brody Andrews, his pitch. Cut on and missed. Strike 3. They ruled it a drop third strike. There's some confusion as Martinez thought he fouled it off, and home plate umpire says you tipped, or you did not tip it, but you missed everything. So after a leadoff walk, Andrews back in his groove, gets a K, and he's underway here in the 9th. It's an arm warming in the Shadowcats bullpen. New batter, Brady Sullivan. First pitch to him. Chopper to first, fielded by Bass. He'll take it to the bag himself. 2 down. Rester moves up to third. Sherman leads at 3-1 here. We're on the top of the 9th as this game quickly rolls along. Only played 2 hours and 18 minutes of baseball here. First offering to Montanez, a strike. Damian Montanez 0 for 3 with a strikeout on the day. Middle infielders play heels on the grass. It's the 0-1, cut on and missed. Montanez in a hole 0-2. Felstad, who subbed in at short, now going to probably be a substitution. Will probably pinch hit for somebody. It's just a matter of who it will be. The 0-2 misses away, 1-2. Andrews set, the 1-2. Fouled back behind home plate, we'll do it again. Manager for Brazos Valley, Ryan Targach, shouting his approval to Montanez. Young manager, just about 24 years old. The 1-2, misses downstairs, 2-2. Targach, an assistant coach at Texas A&M. He spent his playing days there. Andrews, set, kicks, deals, cut on and miss, strike 3. Brody Andrews, a twirl off the mound, and that will retire the side. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. The Sherman have a rally in their fur. They trail it by 2. You're listening to Sherman Shadowcats Baseball on the Jake Shockley State Farm Radio Network. And if you're watching on TCL TV. Welcome back, Shadowcat Nation. We're entering the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth brought to you by Bank of Texas. Bank of Texas, we go above so you can go beyond. It's Izzy Bencosme. We'll see where the substitution comes in for the Shadowcats. Still unclear as Felstad took the field last half inning. Bencosme 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch fouled back. 0-1. Still Carlisle on the mound. Carlisle has gone 2 scoreless with 3 strikeouts. He also shut the game down yesterday in that 17-15 thriller. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Bencosme behind quickly. Bencosme 0 for 3, and Boyles due up next, also 0 for 3. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Couldn't catch the cutter. There's one down here in the bottom of the ninth. Sherman trails by 2. Camden Babcock to the plate. He is also 0 for 3 with the strikeout on the day. First pitch he sees looped in the air to right field. Sullivan is under it, and he makes the play. Shadowcats down to their last out. Shadowcats will send Spencer Bass to the plate. Bass also 0 for 3 on the day, so 5, 6, 7, a combined 0 for 9 today. Sticking with his guns, Barry Manuel, Shadowcats manager, stays with him. First pitch down low, 1-0. Bass 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Carlisle has been untouchable today. The 1-0. Misses high. 2-0. After yesterday had 12 total pitchers, only 4 have entered the game today between the two teams. The 2-0 to Bass. Inside. Ahead 3-0. Looks like it'll be Donovan Arroyo in the on-deck circle, staying as is. The 3-0. That one misses. A 4-pitch walk to Spencer Bass. That'll bring up the tying run. So Shadowcat manager Barry Manuel sticks with his lineup despite bringing Zach Felstad into the game. He will not bat Zach Felstad. Oh, never mind. They send down Donovan Arroyo. It'll be Ryan Sessions on a pinch hit. As now time is called, a mound visit in order. As Brazos Valley manager Ryan Targach wants to chat with Carlisle on the mound. Nobody warming in the bullpen for the Bombers, so it's his inning to get out of. With 2 down, he's in place for the hold. So that brings up Ryan Sessions. Sessions out of University of Arkansas at Monticello. From Richardson, Texas. First pitch to him. In for a strike, 0-1. Carlisle has not broken 83 on the day. Everything just sitting right at 80, if not slower. It's just messed up the Shadowcats. The 0-1. Swung on and sent high in the air. First base side foul territory. Headed our way, going out. It's caught. Britton ranges into the gate and makes the play. Sherman is swept in 4 straight games. Shadowcats fall on this one, 3-1. Here on our Rusco Welding post-game show, or excuse me, our Joe Brown Law post-game show begins right now. Joe Brown Law post-game show. Joe Brown Law, respected, experienced, the lawyers you want on your side. Brazos Valley takes this one, score of 3-1, as fireworks begin out in center field. Sherman, only 4 hits on the day. They only threw 2 pitchers, Augustine Groman and Cameron Carlisle. But that was enough for the Bombers to get the win. We will step aside here for the fireworks, and when we return, the post-game show will roll on. We return on our Joe Brown Law postgame show. I'm Will Clifford, here with my producer, Sam Johnson. Sam producing away. Shadowcats lose it 3-1. They've lost 4 in a row. Yesterday, an ugly game, a scoring affair. 32 combined runs. Brazos took that one 17-15. Today, about the polar opposite. 3-1 Shadowcats lose. Our Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game is Brazos Valley starting pitcher Augustine Groman. Through 6 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits, only allowed a run, had 4 walks, and 3 Ks. Nearly threw 100 pitches in the winning effort. Also, shout out to Cameron Carlisle, who shut the game down right after him. Carlisle was just sitting at 80, and the Shadowcats couldn't touch it. It is borderline ridiculous for college athletes not be able to hit the 80-mile-an-hour fastball. But that's what happened here today, and the offense only puts up a run. A poor showing from the Shadowcats this week. They started the week a game out of the playoffs. Now they find themselves about 4 games back. Could be 3 depending on what else happens across the TCL. But an ugly way to go down, an ugly way to go out. The Shadowcats lose here. Time for our final lines. Sherman loses 3-1. Winning pitcher, Augustine Groman. Losing pitcher for the Shadowcats, it'll be John Langhennig, who had a great day himself. He went 7 innings pitched, only gave up 5 hits and 3 walks, did about as much as you can ask on 98 pitches. The offense was dormant today. Sherman, 4 hits and an error. Brazos Valley, 5 hits and an error themselves. Again, Sherman loses. Here, we'll be gone as the Shadowcats hit the road. It's been a disappointing week for Sherman, and as they spend the bulk of the second half of the season on the road, got some soul searching to do. They travel back to Abilene, where they dropped both games on the 2nd and 3rd. And then they go on the road to Victoria on the 14th and 15th after taking Monday off. Then finally back here in Sherman, Texas to face San Antonio on the 16th and 17th. We will see you next Thursday, everybody. But until then, I'm Will Clifford for my producer, Sam Johnson. We will see you in just about a week.